we appreciate you joining us here for a look at a First Alert Weather Day. We have been really in a very soggy pattern, and our team of meteorologists have been tracking that for us, making it a little bit easier on us all to plan our day. So I want to go ahead and bring in Dylan Goday this morning. Dylan, thank you for standing by with us to give us kind of an idea of when we're going to see more rain hit throughout the rest of the day.
Well, we had some rain overnight and early this morning for parts of the area, same locations that had a lot of the flooding concern yesterday. So Vinton County, Meigs County, even northern Gallia County had some flooding reports this morning. Now we're in a little bit of a break, but there are some storms that have started to fire up across the region. And because we've got such a break going on right now, a little bit of sunshine peeking through, it's actually making the air a little bit more unstable. That may cause us to deal with more of a storm threat later today. So localized flooding still possible to the north. We also have a low end severe weather risk for most of the rest of the area. This exits tomorrow, gives us that near record warmth for Friday. And then storms are in the forecast on Saturday, and we've added Saturday now as a First Alert Weather Day because of that as well. So localized flooding today, a few stronger storms this afternoon, but then attention turns to Saturday. The localized flooding threat is mainly to the north today, but some of these stronger storms, even along the I-64 corridor, could cause some localized brief issues. And then on Saturday, all of the area has the risk of some stronger storms pushing through ahead of a cold front that'll give us some better weather for Sunday afternoon. But high water, the main concern today to the north. Still have ongoing flood warning for Jackson, all of Vinton County, also all of Athens County, and all of Meigs County there into Ohio. Right now it's not raining in those areas, but if you notice towards Portsmouth, there are more showers and thunderstorms that are getting ready to head that direction, and some lightning with that just moved through the Portsmouth area. That's traveling north and eastward, so we'll be heading to areas that can't really take too much more rain, and that would be northern Jackson County in Ohio, northern Gallia, up towards Meigs, and down towards MacArthur as well along US 50. To our west, near the Lexington area, trying to fire up some showers and some rumbles there as well as this entire system continues to move our direction. Futurecast shows that by later this afternoon and into the evening, we will fire up some storms here locally. These could create some quick downpours, maybe a stronger storm or two with some gusty winds. Generally speaking, though, things start to die down by tomorrow morning. Those showers and storms exit to the north, and it gives way to a really warm afternoon. Can't rule out a rogue shower or storm tomorrow, but the big headline will be near record warmth for the afternoon. So a low end severe weather risk from Athens down to Logan. Areas in between included in that level 1 out of 5 are a marginal severe weather risk. So it's mainly just a wind threat, and some localized flooding can't be ruled out as well, especially those storms that move in later into the afternoon hours. We also now have a level 2 out of 5, or a slight risk for severe storms on Saturday, and this is also going to be a damaging wind gust threat, but there could be more of those storms, stronger to severe storms on Saturday in those areas. Most of the WSAZ viewing area included within that risk. Here's a look at the setup. So you've got a cold front to our west. You'll see those storms firing up out ahead of the cold front, and because it's going to be so warm on Saturday, plenty of fuel to fuel these storms that we'll be pushing on through. Notice it's not a lot of rain, so not really looking like a flooding threat, but quick downpour, some strong winds as that broken line of storms pushes to our east. But just as quickly as it moves in, it moves out, and by Sunday we are going to be drier, especially during the afternoon hours. Monday looks relatively dry, maybe a late day shower to the east, to the southeast into Kentucky. And then for your Wednesday into Thursday, stronger cold fronts looking likely. That one's going to mix up our weather pattern, where in the future we're going to be talking less of these extended warm stretches by the end of next week and more shots of colder air that starts behind that front. So 2 First Alert Weather Days on the board, one for today, localized flooding risk, maybe a couple stronger storms as well, and then stronger storm risk for the afternoon and into the evening hours on Saturday, fueled by all of that warm air. It's going to be in place tomorrow and throughout the day on Saturday.
81 on Friday. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Man, what a treat that is. Dylan, can you help us, for a lot of us who want to maybe make the most of the weekend, as we've had such a soggy week here? Can you kind of help paint the picture about what time you expect those storms to move in Saturday? Will the afternoon be dry? Are we looking at more of an evening storm?
Yes, for Friday, the afternoon and evening looks dry. There could be 1 or 2 rogue showers and storms, but Saturday it's going to start off dry, and the question is how soon those storms move in. If those storms move in during the, say, afternoon hours as opposed to the evening, they may not be quite as strong, but they could ruin your plan. So right now I'm leaning towards late afternoon and evening, the timing of that broken line of storms pushing on through. The later, likely the stronger they could be a little bit as well, so that's something to consider. But the morning hours through the midday on Saturday right now looks like your driest part of that day. And Sunday, really for the most part, is dry. Some morning breezy showers out east, and then things dry out for Sunday into most of Monday as well.
All right. Well, if we're going to do anything, it sounds like Saturday morning, make the most of it. But Sunday really looks to be a spectacular day as far as you may not have to pull out the umbrella for one day, right?
Yes, that may be the one day. And Monday for the most part too. And then I don't think people are going to like some of the temperatures they may see, down the road a little bit. Maybe not within the next 7 to 10 days, but it does look a little cooler looking at some long range stuff, unfortunately. So if you're a fan of the 80s, enjoy tomorrow, enjoy Saturday, maybe Tuesday of next week before we get those changes.
Well, if you're not a fan of those cooler temperatures and you need something to do indoors, 7 to 10 days, we're looking at the Home and Garden Show here at WSAZ. So we'll have plenty of things for you and your family to make the most of, and certainly get out and about. We know, I don't remember a March being this rainy. Typically, we see a lot of that rainfall in April. Is there a reason why, Dylan?
Well, a big thing is we're just dealing with all this moisture moving in the air. One thing I noticed yesterday is it was very muggy when it wasn't raining. You could kind of feel that humidity a little bit for the first time, and that's really what's helping fuel this. Now, I think the entire month of March may feature more and more active weather, so we're going to continue this active weather pattern. The question is, will we see shots of colder air with some of that rain and precipitation to where we may not be completely done with mentioning some wintry precip as well?
We know the weather is down to a science, and so we appreciate you joining us here. We're going to let you get back to work this morning. Dylan, thank you, though, for helping us plan the weekend and what we're going to look like. Before I let you go, though, we are going to take a look into Charleston. I'm going to pull up the weather camera for you because this area dry for the most part. It was nice. My dog and I had the chance to get out this morning. I said, Ollie, we're going for a walk. We're making the most of it at 7 a.m. Because it's been so rainy. And so certainly nice to see. This is Charleston area. You can tell, beautiful. Even the sun is starting to peek through on those clouds up there. So if you are looking for some dry hours today, you heard Dylan mention, you likely will have the chance to see some. I know even when I was walking into work, it was beautiful. I had my jacket with me and I said, man, I could ditch that. So, be prepared, take your rain jacket, but maybe there are some days where you just may carry it in your arm. You might not have to wear it. It's certainly nice to have that type of weather around, as we don't always get to see that this early. So we do appreciate you joining us here as we track that first alert weather day. You heard Dylan mention not out of the woods yet on the rain, and so that is something that we will likely have to get through, but all you got to do is make it till tomorrow. How beautiful that will be, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be trying to make the most of it. That ground is still going to be pretty saturated, so there's likely the mud meter, as Nick always brings that up. If you do have pets out and about, that will be something to be concerned about. But for the most part, we will be dry. So hopefully you and your family can get out and enjoy, maybe take the kids to the playground, do a date night, or even Friday dinner at the park. I'm sure it'll be very busy as people are trying to make the most of it. So we certainly appreciate you joining us here on your Thursday morning. We are going to have a tracking of that storm at midday and 4, 5, and 6 as well. They will help us plan throughout the rest of the time. So we do appreciate you and have a great day.